Play. How's it going, everybody? This is Parn for Slumbering Dragon Entertainment. Here this time with the Dark Souls 2 Great Hammer damage testing. Showing off the build statistics. I used the maximum requirements for all the weapons. Starting off with the jump attacks to get into the numbers. And now on to the backstab damage. As you might have noticed, those tests were all done against unarmored enemies. I did some other tests that I'll link in the description. Starting out at the bottom here with the Archdrake Mace. It is the lightest, fastest, and has the lowest stamina drain out of all the weapons, while still doing 60 poise damage. Onto the pickaxe. It's got a unique moveset and a counter hit advantage with thrust attacks. The unique moveset isn't quite the easiest to use. The Iron King Hammer is a very damaging special attack with the two-handed R2, but with the stats I tested with, it didn't seem to do so great. Maybe with high intelligence it will. The old Knight Hammer. Not very valuable for late game where you pick it up. No stat adjustments, so it's good to be infused with raw. The malformed shell has good range, but other than that, it was a slight disappointment compared to its counterpart, the malformed skull, which you find much earlier in the game. The Drake Keeper's Warpick is the only great hammer that can be infused with bleed. It has a halberd-like moveset, is fast, and a relatively low stamina drain. The Dragon's Tooth has a unique moveset, as well as a special effect of increasing magic and fire defense. The large club is the only S strength scaling weapon in this guide. It's relatively light for a great hammer and has good range. The malformed skull does very good damage for no scaling, although its durability is quite low and requires constant attention. Another no scaling weapon that's best infused with raw. The Gurm Great Hammer is useful for its two-hit first two-handed right trigger attack, which does a lot of damage and knocks the opponent down. The Demon's Great Hammer is a luck-based drop. It was very hard for me to get, actually. It is fun to use, but kind of average among the great hammers once you get higher up in the rankings here. The Giant Warrior's Club is the heaviest of the great hammers, and also requires the most strength to use. While being up there in the ranking, its cost and stats doesn't quite make it the most useful. The Drake Keeper's Great Hammer has very good scaling as well as doing high critical damage. It can also be a bit hard to get. I had to use a Bonfire Ascetic to get it to drop. The Great Club has the highest critical damage against unarmored enemies, very good scaling, and very good range as well. And the top great hammer, the Sacred Chime Hammer. I didn't expect this one. It has a unique moveset, does have a tracking magic attack, and does high critical damage as well. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.